Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Mrs. Qudsiya Shakib. I will facilitate you people by making the learning easy and effective. So let's start our today's lesson. Our topic is gerund. What is gerund? I will explain it. A gerund is a noun made from a verb by adding ing. The gerund form of the verb read is reading. You can use a gerund as the subject, the complement, or the object of a sentence. Examples: reading helps you learn English. Reading is a gerund because it is used over here as a noun. It is used over here as a noun. Gerund is a word is ing form of the verb which is used as a noun in the sentence, that is called gerund. That is called gerund. Gerunds, the basics. Gerunds are words that are formed with verbs but act as nouns. They are very easy to spot since every gerund is a verb with ing tagged to its tail. There are no exceptions to this rule. Like all things in grammar, gerunds do take a tiny bit of detective work to spot. The problem here is that present participles also end with the letters ing. Besides being able to spot gerunds, you should be able to tell the difference between a gerund and a present participle. Let's go back to the definition of a gerund for a moment. Remember that gerunds are words that are formed with verbs but act as nouns. Present participles do not act as nouns because present participles are used in the tense. Instead, they act as modifiers or complete progressive verbs. To find gerunds in sentences, just look for a verb plus ing that is used as a noun. It is that simple. Swimming in the ocean has been Sharon's passion since she was 5 years old. Swimming is ing form of the verb, but it is used as a noun in the sentence. That's why it is called gerund. That's why it is called gerund. I delayed telling Jerry the bad news. Telling is used as a noun. Holly decided that flying above the clouds. Flying is gerund. Was the most incredible experience she had ever had. Bill avoided doing his math assignment because the word series was on. Do you mind my boring these supplies? Boring is gerund. Dawn's favorite activity is reading. Reading is gerund. Her occupation is writing. Writing is gerund. What is a present participle? A present participle is a word that ends with ing, is formed from a verb and is used as an adjective or to form verb tense. For example, in the sentence, walking through Sherwood Forest at sunset, we could feel an air of mystery, as if the ancient trees had a story to tell, if only we could hear. Robin Hood's Merry England by Winston Churchill. Walking is a verb working as the subject of the sentence, though it is an adjective that describes the subject we, given in the next clause. Walking is ing form of the verb, but it is used as an adjective. It is describing we. Who enjoyed walking? We could feel an air of mystery, and this that walking is describing we. That's why it is used as an adjective and it is considered as a present participle. Walking is a verb working as a subject of the sentence, though it is an adjective that describes the subject we, given in the next clause. Common use of present participle. The crying girl took a long breath and lay down on the couch. Girl is a noun. Crying is ing form of the verb, but crying is describing, it is telling you more about the girl, and this is an adjective. Okay, ing form of the verb which is used as an adjective in the sentence, that is called present participle. Crying tells what girl is doing, adding to the meaning of the sentence. Gary entered the room with a bruised face, a fractured hand, and a bleeding. Here, present participles describe the face, hand, leg which are injured. Watching TV, he forgot everything else. Watching TV is a participle clause which has shortened the clause and made it clear and precise. I really like this bouncing ball. The word bouncing is describing the ball. She is working. Here the present participle working is informing the audience what the subject she is doing. Here it is working as a verb. Here working is used as a verb. Difference between a present participle and a gerund. Both are forms of verbs. However, they function differently because a gerund is a verb serving as a noun. When the present participle plays the role of noun, it is also called a gerund. For instance, Kirsten exhausts Ellen. The present participle, on the other hand, also serves as an adjective and describes noun. For instance, in the sentence, the young laughing girl is looking beautiful. It is working as an adjective. Examples of present participles in literature. Inside Cape Town by Joshua Hammer. I drive through the electric gates of a 3-acre estate, passing landscaped gardens before I pull up in front of a neo-colonial mansion, parking beside a Bentley, 2 Porsches and a Lamborghini Spider. Monsme wearing jeans and a t-shirt is waiting for me at the door. All the underlined words are excellent examples of present participle. Passing, parking, wearing. All these are the excellent examples of present participle because they are describing the nouns. Landscape is a noun. Parking beside a Bentley. Wearing jeans. Jeans is a noun and wearing is describing a noun. All three are the best example of present participle because they are ing form of the verb and used as an adjective in the sentence. All the underlined words are excellent examples of present participles. They function as adjectives and describe their respective nouns: garden, Bentley, and jeans. Now I will explain what is past participle. Past participle is defined by the Oxford Dictionary as the form of a verb typically ending in ed in English, which is used in forming perfect and passive tenses and sometimes as an adjective. This means that verbs in the past participle form usually end in the letters ed. For example, the word talked. For regular verbs, adding ed to the base form creates a past participle. For example, the past participle of cook is cooked. Past participles formed from irregular verbs may have ending like en, td, and n. Examples include swollen, burnt, hoped, and broken. In order to form the present perfect and past perfect tenses, you need to know the past participles because many English verbs are irregular. It can be difficult to remember them. Here is a handy reference list of the most common irregular past participles. How to remember irregular verbs and irregular past participles. Most irregular verbs are very common in English, which means you will see or hear them often. This makes it a little easier to remember them, but there are also some common patterns. The en ending break, broke, broken, write, wrote, written, hide, hid, hidden. The ing, ang, pattern, ring, rang, rung, sing, sang, sung. Some common verbs are also formed from others, which means the past participle is the same. Give, forgive, given, forgiven, come, become, stand, understand, stood, understood. A few verbs don't change at all. For example, cut, cut, cut. List of the most common irregular verbs and irregular past participles. Infinitive: be, was, were, being, beat, beat, beaten, become, became, become, began, began, begun, bent, 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 bite, bit, bitten, blow, blew, blown, break, broke, broken, bring, brought, brought, build, built, built, burn, burnt, burnt, buy, bought, bought, catch, caught, caught, choose, chose, chosen, come, came, come, cause. There is no change. Cut, 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 dig, dug, dug, do, did, done. Do, did, done. Draw, drew, drawn, dream, dreamt, dreamt, drink, drank, drunk, drive, drove, driven, eat, ate, eaten, fall, fell, fallen, feed, fed, fed, feed, fell, felt. Fight, fought, find, found, fly, flew, flown, forget, forgot, forgotten, forgive, forgave, forgiven, freeze, froze, frozen, get, got. Past and present participle: talk, talked, talking, cry, cried, crying, ring, rang, rung, ringing, swim, swam, swam, swimming, eat, ate, eaten, eating, rise, rose, risen, rising, chased, chasing, go, went, gone, going. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.